Google Translate from English to French.
Geronimos.
See, we said it right.
Geronimos.
Geronimos. Welcome back, friends. Today we are doing a review, overview, what's in my bag, and all that good stuff on the Louis Vuitton Geronimos bag. So if you enjoy authentic luxury, handbags, and more, make sure you like and subscribe and get notified each week when I upload a new video for you. I would love for you to join me here in the community, so don't forget to drop me a comment, introduce yourself, let me know what you'd like to see, and without further ado, let's check out the Louis Vuitton Geronimos. Alright friends, like I said, today we're checking out the Louis Vuitton Geronimos bag. I am so excited to share this piece with you because it has some great features I think you're really going to love. So first and foremost, without waiting, we'll just jump into it. This bag is a crossbody bum bag style, however you want to call it, fanny pack that can be worn over the shoulder and kind of in that crossbody placement. So we will do a try on and a what's in my bag, so stay tuned for that. But first, let's just dive into this bag and some more information on it. So this bag is a wonderful on-the-go, easy-to-use bag. It's gender neutral and it is really kind of a fun piece. So I love that it has this little pocket here at the top. Honestly, I haven't figured out anything to use it for except I've told you guys about my Aldi quarter. So that could be there. I haven't used it myself, so let me know in the comments below if you use this little pouch and what you use it for. It's little and it clips. It's up here at the top. It's just a tiny little pouch, but it's kind of a nifty little thing. I don't know. It's cute. It adds some character to the bag. This bag is also very similar in size to some of the smaller crossbody bum bag styles we see, but this one came in throughout quite a few different years. And so something fun to keep in mind is the little bit of change that we see over time on this one. So as you can tell, this is the one with the red interior that I have today and the double zip closure here at the top. However, that was not always the case. Some of these actually do come with a brown interior and a single zip at the top. So it's just something to keep in mind as you shop. They are a little bit different over time and they do kind of have some variations as well as that buckle on the back. So this one has the gold into the buckle as to where some of them just have a little bit of the fabric folded at the end. So there are some variations to be had. I will go ahead and I will try to add some pictures at the end side by side of the two differences and some of the things to keep in mind. So just to let you know on that, if you're looking for the heat stamp and get date code on this one, it can be a little tricky on that heat stamp. So that little pocket we're talking about here at the top, you actually have to really try to get back there, but it's going to be up along this seam here, so it's in there pretty tight. But if you needed a third party to authenticate or if you wanted to locate that on your bag, that's where you're going to find that. The heat stamp is really pretty simple. It's right on the interior of the bag on that lining, so as soon as you open it, you're going to find it back here on that back compartment as well. So, and we have a rogue, I have a rogue clip in there from our what's in my bag. We were checking out some different things, but that isn't there. So it's gonna be that back there on the back of the bag for you as well. So a couple other things to keep in mind. This bag does have this back compartment. On this one, it actually has Velcro. That is not always the case. Some different years of this bag had no Velcro, so it was just a little pouch, and I love that too. So again, we'll do a little bit of a side-by-side on those at the end and kind of talk about the differences and how I use those in the what's in my bag. So I absolutely love that. The other thing is that crossbody strap. So it is adjustable. It is pretty adjustable on here. I will kind of give you some measurement ideas. So we'll try to do what I will say is the lowest setting. I don't ever want this like pull through. So I'll do probably the widest setting on it and let you know what that looks like if you were to do that and adjust it. I do love the fact that this folds up nicely for storage, so you can easily lay it down and you don't feel like your bag is going to be smushed or it's going to be misshaped during storage as well. This is super easy, honestly, to use on the go if you're running errands, if you're on a family vacation, whatever you want to use it for. It holds a really good amount and all of that. So again, let's do a what's in my bag so you can see what's inside and how this fits at the end of this video. So again, if you enjoy authentic luxury, handbags, reviews, and more, make sure you like and subscribe. I'm getting too excited to share what's in my bag because this one is so fun. But if you guys want to see more content like this, make sure you follow me over on Instagram and Facebook with the Meta Verified stamp at Abby Moore. And without further ado, let's check out what's in my bag. All right, friends, so today we're going to do a what's in my bag. We're going to do it a little bit different than we normally do. I wanted to share with you those little bit of differences we see in this piece, as well as how I hold my items in there. So first of all, I actually do not use my phone very much in this bag. I want to share with you how it fits in there. I don't have it in there currently because I want to share with you how I actually use this bag. But then if you are somebody that wants to put your phone in it, how that would work as well. Generally speaking, when I'm using this, I actually keep my phone more in my pocket. I have put it in at times, but there's just kind of a variation based on what I want to carry. So I will cover that with you as well. This is a little bit of how I use the back. I put this in there. Like I said, there's two different variations. This is the one with the Velcro backing. So let's go ahead and check how that fits. I love that the keys fit in there. This is the one with the Velcro on the back, as well as I have the other one right by me. So I want to share with you a little bit of the difference there. This is the other style, or other year rather. It's the same style where it has no Velcro there. Again, this one is a little bit different because this one has one zipper closure as to where the other one does not. So like I said, there's a little bit of a variation there, and I just wanted to share that with you so you could see that close up. So like I said, this is absolutely wonderful when you're carrying your keys in this back pocket. I honestly found that it does not bug me when carrying the bag, even though it's sitting against you. I really, really like that. And that was an absolute game changer for this bag for me. The other thing is the adjustable strap we talked about. It has a metal piece of hardware here, and I honestly was really concerned that this would dig, especially in the corners. I did not find that that was digging or an issue. So overall, this is such a cute, easygoing bum bag, but let's check out what fits inside. So I'm interested to hear from you guys what fits. I almost got my package of gum here stuck because I folded it wonky. That was totally my fault. I was like, let's fold it sideways instead of long ways because I don't know. So as always, that pure gum. So I keep it pretty simple in the bum bags, honestly. My sunglasses, because I always have these with me. I find that I always need a pair of sunglasses, and that compact wallet. You guys, I feel like we need to do a video about this because this compact wallet is such a game changer. If you can tell, I have it pretty full here. It's very full. But it still works in there really well. That honestly is like the majority of the weight here in this bag. And then a hair clip. So all of that fits in there, and I do have a little bit of room for like lipstick, chapstick, or whatnot. But the other thing I wanted to share with you, again, is how I put my phone in there. So let's see how that looks. So if I was to put my phone in, honestly, I start off with, again, the sunglasses, wallet, and then the sunglasses make it a little bit more snug. So if you don't have to have those in there, then that doesn't take up as much space, but then it just slides in like that. And honestly, like, I guess I could, let's see if this gum still fits. I don't remember off the top of my head. I have to kind of pack it as I go. So the gum's kind of full right now. So I have to like spread it out because it all goes to the bottom. If you can get your gum spread out, or if you don't take gum with you like I do, then it's not as tight. Okay. There we go. So that's what it would look like if you put those items in there. Sorry about that, finagling it in there, but that's what it looks like. And you got plenty of room. It's not like you're smushing it in there. It's kind of awkward to try to do one-handed to show you guys, but that's what it looks like. Otherwise, if I don't have the hair clip in there, which again, that's not always in there. Sometimes we just have different variations of what we're carrying, and we still have those essentials. But honestly, this is really what I would be carrying in there on a daily basis. Again, with the variation of possibly a hair clip or something else, because your phone does fit in there well. But I just found that when I was putting it in there, I was just kind of going back and forth and back and forth. But I want to share with you also what this looks like if you try to put this in the back compartment. So my phone is an extra large size phone. And I mean, when you look at the stitching, you're like, I think that could fit, right? Nope. It doesn't. It definitely doesn't. So it is, I mean, I guess if you wanted to go diagonal and you wanted to carry it like that or something, I don't know. I guess you could do that, but it does not fit in there. The keys fit wonderfully in there, and I absolutely love that. So let's go ahead also, while we're here, and talk about your heat stamp. So as I told you before, you have your heat stamp right here. There are that variation for this type of bag, depending on the year. For the color interior, you may have brown and you may have red. So that is something you keep in mind if you're not having a special order, because you can get this additionally in a special order, which is a monogram. But if you're just getting it, you know, in your typical print, you're going to have that variation definitely possible, depending on the year that you get. But let's go ahead without further ado and do a try on of this gorgeous piece and see how it looks. All right, friends, so like I said, I wanted to share with you the fit of this bag as well. As for reference, I am 5'5". This is how I have this one set. Is a little bit, it's kind of in the middle, not quite the middle, a little bit tighter for the fit, but this bag is an adjustable strap. It's really, really wonderful. I wanted to share with you first, this is how I'm carrying it with the keys. I find it super comfortable. I have that key pouch behind, and I can even have, you know, the key fob tucked in, and I have plenty of room. So without that on there, it just sits really well. Honestly, this has such a good fit for so many people. One thing I did learn, and I learned this the hard way, is this bag can be really awkward to carry if you have it set to the wrong setting. So it took me a minute to figure out where I wanted it set, because otherwise the bag would just slide down as I was wearing it and sit really awkward. But I found that if you have it in the right setting on your shoulder to where it actually feels a little bit more snug, then it's going to sit better as you walk around, as you maneuver with it full. Otherwise, the weight of the bag, if it's really loose, just kind of hangs lower, which is totally doable. You can absolutely wear this more on a crossbody style if you wanted to, which again is pretty comfortable to carry, and then you have that zipper for the opening as well. So a couple things I want to cover with you real quick is the differences. So we talked about the differences on this bag. This one has a double zip. Some of them do have that singular zip, which it opens on the left side. So it would open from the left side. You would be able to access it. You cannot switch it over to the other side or it'd be upside down. However, I don't find this to be an issue, but it is something definitely to keep in mind, as to where we see on some other crossbodies that actually opens from the opposite end. So that's just something to note. And again, you can find it with the double zip opening or that single opening, whichever one you prefer, if that's something you're looking for. So let me know in the comments below if you guys have any questions. I think this is such a cute option for on the go. It's really easy to wear, and it carries those essentials so well, in addition to being gender neutral and just all around easy to use bag. So let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to follow me. I'm over on Instagram and Facebook now with the Meta verified stamp at Abby Moore. I would love for you to join me there and build the community with me. So until next time, bye friends.